Hello, everyone.
What's up, guys?
I'm way down here in the corner. Can you see me? The lower left corner. I'm Jacob. This is Matt over here, and we also have a special guest,
VIP.
all the way from Brazil.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, everyone?
How's it going,
It's
man?
Ricardo speaking.
Thank you for joining in to our lovely stream here. So we got a lot to talk about this week.
E3 happened.
Yeah, a lot of
Everyone
stuff going
knows
on right
that.
now. 1080, 1070, E3, got new cases launching, all kinds of stuff. But before we get to that, so we do have a giveaway today. We're giving away this X99 FTWK motherboard. This one right here. This one in the lower left, down here in the lower left corner. The way that we're going to give this away is that we have a secret word, which nobody knows except me and Matt.
I don't even know it.
I thought I told you. Oh, maybe only me.
I don't know.
And we will tell you what that is. And you just put that in on a website we have. We'll tell you how to do it, basically, right? You have a secret word, you have a website you go to, you put that in, and then we will pick somebody randomly here, right on this very chat.
Yeah. Or YouTube.
Okay.
Or YouTube.
Yeah,
Yes.
Twitch or YouTube.
Twitch or YouTube. We are on YouTube and Twitch, but significantly more people watch on Twitch for some reason or another. I haven't quite figured out why, but that's just the way it is.
Twitch has a monopoly.
So I guess before we, so by the way, Ricardo, some of you may remember him from the streams that we did in Computex. We did a very, what was that, like 8 hours or something long stream, Ricardo?
Yeah. Yeah, that was super long and super cool.
Yeah.
That was cool.
And a lot of people said that he is the Brazilian Vin Diesel, so
He definitely is.
hey, where's your glasses at, though? That's what really means. All right, so I think we can just jump into some chat here.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the DG8 case series, went live last week. We talked about this last week.
Right.
We also had a case here, which occupied most of this view, actually. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's a big case.
We're on the sides.
It's a big one.
There was a case live stream.
Still available for pre-order.
Yep. It is still available for pre-order on the EVGA website. We have some special pre-order pricing there. You can see $179 down to all the way down to $99. And yeah, if you guys haven't checked this out, I encourage you to check it out or see some of the videos that we posted on the YouTube channel. There's an overview video and another 360 kind of video of it, and then there's also me and Matt having it here in between us.
Actually,
It felt like you were so far away because it was
Yeah.
separating us.
Lil Chronic, actually in Portuguese, ours was pronounced by H's, so it'd be Ricardo.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
He said you
Okay,
gotta roll
good.
the R. I'm like, no.
I'm not very good at that yet. I'm learning though.
Okay.
So I don't think we need to talk too much about the features here. We talked a lot about it, but just kind of from a top level, it's a full tower case. It supports up to 8 fans. Has an integrated fan controller, as well as temperature sensor and HDMI on the front, and a lot of really cool features. So definitely check it out if you are in the market for a case. We will be shipping these in August.
There you go. Get on that pre-order while the prices are still super low.
Because this pricing will not be here forever, and then it'll eventually go to the regular pricing, which you can see right here.
That's a great chance, guys.
So Ricardo, you got a chance to get hands on with it at Computex. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I fell in love with it. I gotta tell you that it's a monster, and you know, it's huge, as beautiful, and like powerful. You know, the very first time I've seen something like air cooling designed for case. So that's absolutely something I want to carry. I tried to carry one myself, but it was so big that you guys would notice if I steal one from the warehouse.
Yeah.
So I didn't have the chance to do so.
So today
But
we have
definitely,
like the opposite spectrums of cases, right? We have the
Right.
Hadron, which is like this little tiny thing about this big that supports mini ATX, and then we
Yep.
have the DG8, which is like
A full tower.
huge. So
Yeah.
you'll see more case
Yeah.
from us in the future, and then eventually we will have a full lineup of really unique and interesting.
You heard it.
wow.
More cases.
Okay.
Confirmed. Half-Life
Yep.
3 confirmed by Jacob.
I didn't go quite that far. Somebody asked about what fans are included. So on the website, it depends on the model that you get, but there's a description here of how many fans are included with the. Oh, sorry, this one here, not that one. How many fans are included with it? But it can support 120 or 140 millimeter kind of standard size fans. So.
Yep.
All right, and so that's DG8. And in other news, we also have a gaming event going on. It is the Schools Out Summer Gaming Event. So basically, what you got to do is play on our servers.
Make sure you go to that news link and sign up right there as well.
Sign up first. Here.
Yeah.
Put your Steam ID and your Battlefield Soldier name in, and play on our servers. All you have to do is play. You don't even have to be good. And
We want you to be good.
We want you to be good. You can practice and get better.
So, yeah, just remind you guys from Brazil, it's valid for us as well. So, don't miss that chance. There's a lot of prizes. That's good.
Oh yeah, love the Brazil servers.
Yep, those are pretty popular right here.
Yeah, Brazil for me, guys.
Yeah. So we have a lot of different game servers. Battlefield 4. What are some of the other ones we have?
Oh geez, we have Counter-Strike. We have Left 4 Dead. Battlefield 4, of course. I think we added a few more as well to the Steam games. Off the top of my head right now, I'm kind of blanking.
Somebody asked if the models without the LED controller on the bottom will there be space for bottom rads. Not on any of these models. There is a spot for a front. Actually, really the right side of it.
Yeah.
Because we call the front. Let me go back here. So if you look at this picture, so this is actually the front. This is the way that we treat it. So we have spot for a 420 or 360 here. Radiator, and then up here on the top as well, we have another spot for another 360 or 420 millimeter radiator.
Also in the back, there's an exhaust for 140 or 120.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or the left side.
The left.
No, still getting used to it.
Yes. 1080. This guy has a 1080 FTW 2101.
Dang.
Fight me in real life. I'm not really good.
Why not on the internet?
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? All right, so that is the case, and that is the gaming event. And
Gaming event's going on until the end of the month.
Yep.
Yeah.
629. There were some other questions in here, but this chat's moving too
I
fast.
know.
Well, anyways, if your question doesn't get answered, then post it again.
Yeah, feel free to
But,
re-ask
but
it.
not 5 times in a row. Just
You're
once.
right.
Just once is good enough.
Yeah, just people ask if it can be pre-ordered in France as well. I don't know.
Yes. So we have
okay.
pre-order available in a few different regions. So check out the website for your region to see the pricing and the availability.
The remaining 1080 FTW pre-orders will start shipping next week.
So there's a lot of questions about 1080 FTW. So actually, let's just jump over to that. I have one of these tabs is that. Okay, 1080 FTW. So a lot of questions about 1080 FTW and shipping status schedule for EVGA.com pre-orders. So we did take pre-orders on launch day of the 1080 FTW, and we have been working around the clock to get them out as fast as possible. So we did ship out some earlier this week, and we are shipping more today.
Yeah.
And then next week, the majority, if not all of them, will go out. So by next week, you should have, all of you EVGA.com pre-order peoples should have them in your hands. That is our goal.
Do you plan on adding games that are DRM free, like GOG games, to any of your gaming servers? We're always looking for suggestions on that. If you go to the forums.evga.com and you go to the EVGA gaming section, you're more than welcome to make a forum thread and ask our gaming admins. We're more than receptive to new gaming ideas, new server ideas. We're always looking to improve on that.
Yep.
Yeah, the same is valid for Brazil servers. So we're looking right now for admins. So subscribe. You have our contact on Facebook at VGA Brazil with S. So make sure you apply for that. That's a good chance.
Cool. Somebody asked about something. It's gone now. 1080 step up. So we just had a discussion about that yesterday. We are going to start moving through those pretty soon. So you should see that start to move again.
Yeah.
There was a question in here. Rocket League, I don't think Rocket League has dedicated servers, at least as far as I know.
They do not.
I don't think so.
Can you move closer to the microphone?
Here I am.
In other 1080 FTW news, there was a few reviews posted. There was one over at BitTech. There was one at High Tech Legion. Also, there was one video review from Tech of Tomorrow, and one from Awesome Sauce News Network. So if you are still on the fence about the 1080 FTW, make sure to check out some of those reviews. It is a really sweet card. I like it a lot.
Yes, we read the chat. There's a lot going on.
Yeah, trying.
Yeah.
Keyboard. I don't have
keyboard every Friday.
This is always
Keyboard.
This is the common question every Friday. Keyboard is still in the works, but I don't have any really news update on that one.
Every time I see Jacob, I ask him about the keyboard, so don't feel bad about that.
Yep, literally every time.
Every time. Hey, what's going on with the keyboard?
So somebody asked about HB bridges. So we will start having EVGA HB bridges starting next week in 2 different sizes. So this is a sneak preview.
2 different sizes.
So actually, for HB bridges, we're going to have 4 different sizes.
Right.
So we're going to call 0 slot.
Okay.
0 slot spacing.
40 millimeter.
Which is the cards directly next to each other.
Right.
And then we have 1 slot spacing, which is
60 millimeter.
1 slot in between the cards. And then we have 2 slot spacing.
Right.
Which is basically the same size as a 3-way bridge.
Yeah.
And then we have 4 slot spacing.
Which I don't know who would
Which
have
is
that.
the same as a 4-way SLI bridge. So it's a...
Yes.
It's basically if you put your graphics card in slot 1 and in slot 7, then you can use the 4-way bridge. So we'll have next week we are planning to have the 2-way and the 4-way version.
Cool.
And then we'll have the 0 and the 1s following shortly.
Right on.
Somebody asked about the T-Rex costume. Yes, that is still going to happen eventually.
We all them.
I don't know if you guys saw, there was a video of someone doing a Ninja Warrior in a T-Rex costume.
That could be you.
It's amazing. It could be me. I'll go for it. Give me on.
Maybe it was you. No plans for an ergonomic version of the keyboard, though.
That's an interesting
expandable
question.
water. Yes, so we're still at CES. Actually, we showed off
The 4-way 980 Ti.
So basically,
rig,
it's a closed loop cooling solution with the ability to. It basically has quick disconnects on each of the components. So the graphics cards have quick disconnects. CPU has quick disconnects.
Yeah.
Radiators have quick disconnects, so you can add or remove components at will, change radiators, add new radiators, etc., etc. So that is still something that is actively in the works.
Yeah.
And we do plan to start shipping that later this year. At CES, it was kind of an early look at it. We've made some changes to it to make it better, and we are also. The problem with that is when you, not necessarily the problem, but the challenge with a solution like that is when you have so many variables, you need to make sure that it can fit a wide variety of cases and lengths and stuff like that.
configuration.
So we are going through that process to make sure that everything is exactly the right lengths and to support everything from a mini ITX system to the DG8 series case.
There's a lot of other stuff to consider when you're going to ship a closed loop thing like that, or with quick disconnects, because there's shipping things to consider where you're going up in elevation, so pressures will change. You don't want any leaks. There's a lot of R&D that has to go into that.
Yeah, I mean, when you have the flexibility like this, there's a lot of things to think about as well.
Yeah.
Like, what radiators are they bundled together? Can you add buy just a radiator by itself? So we plan to offer like a bundle configurations and radiators and GPU blocks and CPU blocks separately, including extension tubes.
Right.
Which is literally a tube.
Yeah.
That is pre-filled.
Yeah.
So if you need a longer cable, then you can plug in the extension tube. So that's all the stuff that we're working on. So stay tuned for more on that. But I'm pretty excited about that. I think that gives a lot of flexibility to a very relatively simple solution.
Oh yeah.
And it's pretty cost effective as well. Classified pre-orders. This has not actually been 100% determined yet. Chances are there will not be a pre-order for classified, but don't 100% quote me on that, as it is still actively in development. But usually on new products such as that one, you should have a heads up in some way or shape or form that it's coming, but it likely will not be available for pre-order. Can you get a free 1070? Maybe.
Yeah, we can work on that.
I'm sure we'll give away one
Oh yeah, definitely. Why
in
not?
some way. Speaking of 1070, this was yesterday. This was our warehouse yesterday. Oh, Ricardo, you can't see it, but basically, we posted a picture on our Instagram of a bunch of 1070 cards that we were packing up. And this is not just yesterday. This is actually pretty much daily.
Yeah.
That we have, and this is not even all of them. That we have quite a lot of cards going out. So I know a lot of people have been asking about the availability, but the demand is pretty extreme at this moment.
Oh
But,
yeah.
it
That's always how it's going to be.
Should start getting a little bit better. You should start being able to get your hands on some of these cards very soon.
Yeah, just flying out the shelves for sure.
Yeah.
And I saw a couple of questions here. Number one, I handle only Brazil, not Portugal. But if you have any questions and you need to write in Portuguese, please, you can contact EVGA Brazil for sure. Yes. What else? And the prize actually is a X99 for the wing cape. Very good.
Yep. Prize today is the X99 FTWK, but because we already broke our goal of original, it's almost 300. It's basically 300.
Great.
So if you add Twitch and YouTube
pretty
together, then it's over 300. So we have a special prize. There it is. All right, so
X3
the so we'll give away these two items today.
We have yet to release any info on secret words or anything.
There has been no information about secret words. But I will tell you this hint. But it's not going to help you because it doesn't really matter when you input the secret word as long as you get it in.
Yeah.
But in the lower left-hand corner in that box with me and Matt, the secret word is somewhere in there.
Yeah.
That is the only hint I will give.
It's not exactly a word, it's an acronym.
But don't put it in yet because I don't think you can actually change it once you put it in. So we'll tell you the secret word in a couple minutes.
Yeah, there's no prize for getting there first.
Yeah, there's no prize for getting it first.
Just a
All right.
misdirect. That's it.
All right. The secret word is not Doom. No.
Doom is definitely not an acronym.
No. All right, where were we? Okay, so 1070 shipping out a lot of those 1080
Yep.
CW, starting to ship out EVGA.com pre-orders first. Next week we'll have a lot more, and then the following weeks we will should be caught up relatively soon for the next few weeks. In other 1080 FTW news, this is the video from our buddy Kyle over at Awesome Sauce Network, and he did a 1080 FTW review. This just went live today, so check it out. It's pretty good. And E3 happened.
Yeah.
It's exciting, but not so exciting. I don't know what to think of it. I don't know.
Yeah, like
Battlefield 1's
just
going to be
came-
really cool, for sure.
So a lot of E3 stuff happened. Obviously, E3 was in town this week, and we're like pretty close to it. I was there. I wanted to get to the EA show floor, or not the EA, the E3 show floor on Thursday, but unfortunately I didn't make it out there. But I was there on Sunday and part of Monday. I was at the EA Game Changer event, right? So
Nice.
I saw a lot of Battlefield 1 and of course all the other EA titles that they announced. Battlefield 1 looks amazing. Did you see? Have you seen a lot of the gameplay footage?
Oh yeah.
So like there
great.
is some like when the blimp goes down, it's pretty incredible. So
All the high quality pixels. That's like one of the reps for Xbox said, like, we have the highest quality pixels on our games. So you know what that means.
Yeah.
I think 1080 has the highest quality pixels.
Yes, I think it does.
So Battlefield 1, obviously, it takes place in World War 1, right?
Yeah,
I think is
World War I.
why they're calling it Battlefield 1.
Right.
It's so it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Whether it has like, because I imagine there's not as many unlocks and weapon attachments like that they could have, but it's really interesting to see how they take it. I think it's a really neat approach to Battlefield, kind of going back to the old days.
We're really close to it too. I mean, releasing October 21st.
Yeah, I think
EA is not likely to push that date back either. They rarely do that, so
Mm-hmm.
That would be really cool.
Yep. Dishonored 2 was on there as well. A big. I mean, we knew that.
I'm so
we knew that one was
excited for
coming.
that.
For a
I've
while,
known about
but-
that for over a year now.
Yeah.
But they showed off some of the new kill styles, like the new slow time in Dishonored 2 is like you hit it and then you can like shoot your pistol and then the bullets are slowed, but you're not slowed. And then when you unleash the slow time, all the bullets just fly at once. It's really cool. There's a lot of cool stuff in that.
Nice.
And somebody asked about 1080 classified. So we haven't announced any availability on the 1080 classified just yet. But I think that probably late June or July you should have some more information about 1080 classified.
Yeah.
Battlefield 1, okay. There's one E3 title. Also Titanfall 2,
That's exciting as well.
which I was a huge fan
Yeah.
of Titanfall multiplayer. I thought it was a lot of fun.
Releasing on the same date as Battlefield 1,
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
October 28th. Which one will I purchase?
Okay.
I would have to be honest here. I'm going to say I'm going to probably get Titanfall 2 before
That's
Battlefield
a tough.
1.
I think I have to get both. I can't decide between those two. Those are two of my favorite franchises.
Yeah.
So, Titanfall 2. So they have a single player, which is what everybody
It's great.
wanted.
Everybody
right?
wanted that,
Everybody
yeah.
wanted a single player campaign, and it seems like they expanded a lot on the multiplayer as well, which everybody wanted as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Like the mechs have like autonomous AI now too, so you can actually get out of them and use them kind of
I
like
think-
a pet.
with
I
the
guess.
original Titanfall, I think the core gameplay was a lot of fun, but I
Oh,
think
yeah.
the main complaint that people had was the amount of content.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they wanted more maps, they wanted a single player campaign,
More game modes.
more game
There was only
modes,
2 game
more
modes, I
unlocks,
believe.
things like that. So it seems like they have definitely done this with Titanfall 2. So
Mm-hmm.
I think this will be a really solid release.
Yeah, that's exciting. I Battlefield 1, for me, I'm not a huge campaign player for Battlefield. I've never been. Battlefield 4 campaign was really cool though. I don't know. I think I'd probably get Titanfall 2 and play through the campaign and multiplayer before Battlefield.
I think I probably would too.
I'll go the other way. Go for
It's just a
Battlefield.
more unique
Oh.
IP to me than Battlefield at the very moment. Although both games I'm sure will be spectacular. I remember when Titanfall was in beta for PC and it like ran perfect.
Mm-hmm.
There's no issues with it. It was pretty cool.
So Ricardo, you're a big Battlefield player. Are you looking forward to Battlefield 1?
Yeah, I am, and I'm really excited. You know, Titanfall. I used to play a lot of Titanfall, but you know, just on the massive scale of Battlefield, can't try some more right now. But I believe that I'm gonna separate some time, like 12 hours of Battlefield, and maybe like another 12 of Titanfall 2.
That's a good way to do it. Did you play much of the single player campaign on Battlefield?
To be honest with you, I haven't completed that, but on the Battlefield 4, it was kind of just a little bit, just
Yeah.
to unlock as you need to. I just played it for multiplayer most of the time. What about you guys?
I'm kind of the same way. I primarily play Battlefield for multiplayer, but
Right.
the single player campaign actually in Battlefield 4 was okay. But
Yeah.
for me, I'm much more interested in multiplayer. I would rather play multiplayer.
You
so.
really have to have an interesting game for me to play through the entire single player campaign.
Yeah.
I get really bored really quick. I'm very competitive, so I like knowing that I'm like making someone rage quit. Like killing computers, killing NPCs to me isn't that exciting. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like the whole thing. Like I played through Dishonored twice. I did a whole bunch of ghost achievements, and that was really fun. But like Battlefield for me is just like you're shooting. Like I get it. It's kind of. I really do hope in the single player for Battlefield 1 they kind of go over some famous World War I content that that would be interesting to me. The landscapes as well. I want them to be kind of like old European. There's a lot of stuff that could happen with that.
So we got
Jeez.
four,
Okay, here we go.
4 questions in a row of when EU can expect their step up. So, like I said, we did have some discussions about step ups worldwide recently, and you will start to see those move. I would say within the next 1 to 2 weeks.
Everyone saying I
If
have
not
ADD
sooner.
is very, very correct.
All right. So Titanfall 2 and Battlefield. Now Watch Dogs 2.
Yep.
So I mean, these pretty much a lot of the games that were announced at E3. I'm a big fan of a lot of the franchises,
Right.
and I know Watch Dogs overall, I think it was kind of received. It was okay. A lot of people thought. I thought it was really great, but a lot of
Right,
people
there
were
was a
kind
lot
of. Some people were kind of mixed about it.
Yeah.
But it seems like with Watch Dogs 2, they took a lot of that criticism as well to make it better. So they made the world a lot more like alive, a lot more things to do in the world. I don't know if it's on like GTA level, but at least it appears that way.
Yeah,
from what
it
we
definitely
can
looks
tell.
like it'll be expansive. That's for sure.
Yeah, so they announced this one a little bit before E3, so check it out if you are interested in that. And another one of my favorite franchises.
This is gonna be great for sure. Bring it back.
So, Quake Champions.
So
Yeah.
we will obviously probably get to play a beta of this at QuakeCon,
Yeah, I
which
think
will be
so.
exciting. But yeah, the gameplay looks really fluid. It doesn't look like they changed much in terms of the movement, other than the graphics are completely updated. Obviously, new maps and things like that.
So I believe I heard them say this is PC exclusive. I may be wrong on that, but I'm
It
pretty
should be.
sure I heard them say it's PC exclusive, and it's really designed
Yeah, I
to.
played it.
Yeah, I mean it's Quake, right?
Yeah.
Ricardo. Should be.
Yeah.
It's also great.
And they did a lot of optimizations to make it run very fast.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
But outside of that, there's not a lot of news about exactly what it is, how it plays.
Right. That was no one knew. That was pretty much like a surprise.
It caught me by
release,
surprise
yeah.
for sure. I thought maybe we might see, maybe not this early, but I thought we would maybe see some Quake single player
Oh,
game
yeah.
based on the success of Doom,
Yeah.
which I liked a lot too.
I'm still playing Doom. I can't stop playing Overwatch, but I still log on to Doom. It's so fun. But they're really doing a lot of cool stuff too with the snap map. They take a lot of input from the community. I really like how. My favorite thing is when publishers and developers actually visit the subreddits of their games and look at what people are saying and make improvements based on that, instead of relying on like the marketing teams behind it to make those decisions. That's really important, especially for PC. PC players, we're very good at supplying our criticisms on like a broad scale, especially now. It's so easy with Reddit. Every huge game has its own subreddit.
It's kind of the same for EVGA. Like we watch a lot of our community
Feedback, yeah.
Facebook, Twitters. I mean, everything is I would say almost if not everything is, even if it's not directly replied to, it is looked at,
Taken into
and
consideration,
taken into
yeah,
consideration
absolutely.
for future products and things like that. So they released an E3 trailer, which is more like a CG trailer, not really gameplay.
Right.
But it is multiplayer, obviously, with the name Champions in it. But outside of that, we'll have to wait and see. I would love to
Yeah.
see some of the old school like Quake 3 maps come back. That would be
Definitely,
awesome.
definitely just updated textures.
Maybe
That'd be really cool.
The longest yard. Yeah, so that's it for. Was there anything else we missed? I mean, there was so many.
There's a few people that are talking about For Honor, which I believe is a new IP. I didn't really pay much
Yeah.
attention to that, unfortunately, so I don't have any input on it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
And also Prey 2, which some people. So Prey has had an interesting development. Prey came out like, a
Right.
long time ago. It was like a 3D Realms title, I think. Actually, no. Prey was a long time ago
Yeah.
in the 90s. It was like in development.
Right.
And then it got canceled, I think. And then they brought the IP back.
Yeah, it was like abandoned.
And then
yeah.
it was actually pretty good. Did you ever play Prey?
Yeah, I did. I have it. I have it on my library.
I liked it a lot. And then they announced Prey 2, and then it got canceled, I think. I'm not really sure what happened there. And now they kind of re-announced Prey 2, and now it's now
it's just called Prey?
Now it's just called
Okay.
Prey again.
Okay.
But it's different. So I don't know. We'll see how that. I liked Prey a lot. If it has any similarities to that in terms of gameplay, I think it'll be a lot of fun.
People saying Call of Duty or Battlefield 1. The problem with Call of Duty is there's not enough policing on the servers. There's no dedicated server support, so hackers can run rampant. It's kind of a bummer. I like Call of Duty. I really like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, the original COD 4. Of course, like the remastered edition of that, like I'll probably play it, but I won't be as invested in the multiplayer as I would
Yeah.
for like a Battlefield 1. It's just so much more immersive in Battlefield 1. Like you can master a lot of different weapon types and then go into flying and piloting vehicles, which is a whole nother part of the game style. I just don't feel like COD has that depth to provide you with a very long player experience.
Do you play a lot of Call of Duty, Ricardo?
I used to, but
Yeah.
to be honest with you, after the latest release, I haven't played yet. But I'm willing to see. I used to play a lot on the store, but not really on the multiplayer. Yeah.
Yeah. So for me,
Really, guys, basically Battlefield is more immersive. You have vehicles you can use. You can fly. You can,
Yeah, there's just so
use a
much
tank.
more to work with in Battlefield where the player experience wouldn't get boring. I feel like.
I could go for a piece of cod and some chips.
Dude,
So
this is a
so
fried
for me,
cod.
it's been there's been some Call of Duty titles that I've liked a lot. Call of Duty 4 was great.
World at War was incredible.
And a lot of those I actually really like the single player campaign.
Or two.
Yeah, definitely.
Even more so than multiplayer in some of them. But it depends on the version. What was the one before last? Was it Modern?
Ghost.
No, not Ghost. The one.
I know exactly what you're saying. That one didn't do very well.
I don't remember what it was called.
Yeah.
But that one actually I thought was okay. The single player campaign was not bad.
Powerlink
No,
News.
Advanced. Was it Advanced Warfare?
Advanced Warfare. That's
That's the
exactly what
one.
it was.
Advanced Warfare. I liked Advanced Warfare. It was one of the first Call of Duty single player games that I finished in a long time. All right. So,
Any news on the Powerlink?
Powerlink. So in case you missed the news about Powerlink, what it is I don't have. Oh, actually we do. What is this card?
980 Ti.
Yeah, great.
So Powerlink, what it is an adapter that goes on the card, snaps on right here, redirects the power to the bottom corner of it. So it just looks cleaner. You don't see like your cables coming out the top. So it's just an angled connector. I mean, it's pretty simple thing, but it makes a big difference in the appearance of the system in the
Yeah,
case.
very simple solution.
So that we plan to start shipping maybe late July or August. That's kind of what we're targeting right now. We did show a very early version at Computex, but we're making some changes and improvements to it to make it even better. So we want to make sure that it can support a wide variety of
Right.
at least EVGA graphics cards,
Right.
if not more. So yep.
Yeah, there's no reason that you couldn't make it modular either, I suppose, too. Or you could remove and add 8-pin or 6-pin.
Yeah, I mean we're looking at a few different things, but supporting not only the configuration, because not only are some 8, some 6, etc., etc.
Yeah.
Some of them are actually spaced differently.
Yeah, they
so
are.
like some cards are closer. The 8 pins are closer than other ones. So that's really
Something
the thing
to
that
consider,
we're
yeah.
trying to make better, so that it can support a wider variety of cards. And actually, last I skipped right over it. So Grey Goo, still going on. So Grey Goo is a real-time strategy game. A lot of people say it's kind of in the same vein as Command and Conquer.
Right.
We are giving it away free with basically any EVGA goals rated power supply or better. And I have some to give away. Huh? Where'd it go? Oh,
We have codes.
I did have some. I think I closed it. Alright, so found
there
it.
we go.
I found it. Alright, so redeem this on Steam. I'll post one in Twitch chat.
Did you just know what you just deleted?
No.
That's what I
Actually,
thought.
I know what it was. It's an A. So the question mark equals A in that first code on Twitch, and then I'll put one. Let me put one in YouTube as well. For
O
those
ponto
of
de
you who are
interrogação é letra A, para você completar e colocar na Steam. Ok, pessoal do Brasil? Okay, so everyone knows right now. Let's see who's gonna come first. Please post it back to us if you got it.
Oh, Airborne said he got it. Alright, so let me put another one in here. I'm going to put this one on the YouTube chat. And if you're watching YouTube, then your chances are pretty good because you have a good odd. There's only 20 people watching on YouTube.
Yeah. It's not possible for the bots to get the codes because we're changing a character to a question mark.
Yep. Alright, got it. So this one's going on to YouTube chat. And the question mark equals E.
Ok. Ponto de interrogação é igual a letra E no
There we go.
chat do YouTube.
Redeem on Steam. Oh,
Okay.
I can only log into one line at a time.
Let's check it out.
Alright, one more. Just for fun. And the question mark equals T. Redeem on Steam. And I think
Ponto de
that...
interrogação igual a letra. Okay, good. Take it.
Got it?
Got
And
it.
Ricardo redeemed it. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I redeemed it. I think that's pretty much it for news. I know there's a lot of E3 news that we didn't cover. I mean, there were so many new game titles announced. Actually, a lot of the Microsoft titles are coming to PC. You know,
Yeah.
I would say most of them, if not all of them.
Yeah.
And also, they're going to be releasing a lot of the titles on Steam as well as the Microsoft Store, which is
Oh, I
good
did
because
hear-
that was
I did
kind
see
of a
that.
worry.
Yeah.
That was kind of a worry whether or not that some of the new titles were going to be exclusive to the Microsoft Store.
I did hear that. All right, one more. Question mark equals 2.
Ok. Ponto de
Yeah, so I think...
interrogação igual a 2. Sorry, diga.
That's okay. So, yeah, I think it's great that Microsoft seems to be embracing PC gaming more.
Yep.
Obviously, a lot of people have been wanting them to really take a look at PC gaming seriously for a really long time, and it seems like they're doing it. So, yeah, I look forward to seeing more from them. And also, they took a lot of the criticisms about the Windows Store. I did see an interview with them about the Windows Store, that they
Yeah.
really want to make it, better and a good place for PC gamers. So, I think that it's kind of in its infancy now, but I think it'll continue to get better.
Windows 10 exclusive, I did not hear about that. I would assume that anything running on Steam would be fine for Vista or higher. I know that the Windows Game Store is only available on 10 at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
If it's available on Steam, is it available on other OSs?
Right.
Because the new Windows Store is only on Windows 10.
Right.
Interesting.
There wouldn't be a way you could technically block a version of Windows besides like the
DirectX 12.
Yeah, very true.
If you made it DirectX
Yeah.
12 only, then it might be
Yeah.
Windows 10 only. I don't know.
I
We'll
didn't
see.
even consider
We'll see.
that. But that's good in itself to have DirectX 12 titles like exclusive because that means they can be developed on that platform exclusively.
Yeah, I mean,
We have to move forward sometime.
DirectX 12 does add a lot of benefits, not only for game developers but gamers in general.
Yeah.
You get better CPU utilization, and there's a lot of benefits to DirectX 12
Yeah.
once you make a title that can really take good.
Yeah,
advantage of it.
utilize the hardware.
All right, so I think now we can give the secret word. Okay.
Yeah.
So we told you before that the secret word is somewhere here. In here. And
Yes.
The secret word is FTWK. All one word. I'll put that in the chat.
Okay.
Secret word equals FTWK. Oh, look, I put a lowercase k.
Lower K.
Lowercase.
Doesn't matter.
So the way, oops, I accidentally posted a.
You go to evga.com/podcast/live giveaway.
Yep. evga.com/podcast/live giveaway. Right here. Put in your Twitch username, which is Team EVGA, and then or your YouTube name. Then you put in your email address. You don't have to put in both. You just put in one, and then you do need to put in your email address, and then you need to put in the secret word, which is FTWK, and submit
Okay.
that,
Yep.
So,
and then we'll pick a winner.
Yep.
okay, so people from Brazil, ok, a palavra secreta é FTWK, ok? Vocês vão entrar no site evga.com/podcast/giveaway, live giveaway, e entre os seus dados de e-mail, nome do usuário, seja ele do YouTube ou do Twitch, e com a palavra secreta que é FTWK, ok? Boa sorte. Okay, let's move forward.
See, so I didn't lie. The word actually was in.
Yeah.
It was here somewhere.
It was there all the time.
It was here all along. Nobody knew.
You can put the word all lowercase or all uppercase. It won't matter. It's not case sensitive.
Yeah. Just make sure it's one word. So this is actually like a long podcast because it's already well, our time 3:45.
Yeah.
By now we should be like almost wrapping up. But there was a lot to talk about. So
Yeah, there was.
yeah.
There's obviously a lot of
Yeah.
interesting console news as well. I mean, we can kind of expand a little bit on the new Zelda that'll be coming out, which is
I forgot what it was called.
very interesting.
But I know a lot of people have been waiting and looking for that one.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but there was no news about the new Nintendo console.
No.
I thought there was going to be
We know
something.
it's what it's called. We know it's the NX, but we don't know any information on it.
If you messed up your Twitch name, you should be able to put it in again, I think. I mean, it only allows one Twitch name per entry, I believe. Could be wrong. Try it, though.
Yeah.
Let us know how it goes. Oh, yeah, Breath of the Wild is what it's called.
Right.
Ricardo, do you speak Spanish as well?
Yeah, I speak a little bit. Just speak a little bit. Not that good, but I can make myself understandable, I think.
Jacob, will you add EVGA DE next week? That's a good idea. Maybe. We want to do more special guests like Ricardo. So with that, I think that pretty much covers the news section of our
Yeah.
podcast. So we could play some games. Ricardo, did you have anything else that you'd like to say?
I'd just like to thank you guys once again for having me here, and look forward for Brazilian to win this beautiful lady over there, this X9 K.
Thanks, Ricardo.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining, Ricardo.
Ricardo
Thank
needs
you,
to learn
guys.
German now.
Yeah, he needs to learn German. The Vin Diesel of Brazil.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Ricardo. Talk to you later.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya. Bye-bye.
The Pixel Gamer 201, what's up? I'm noticing you.
What if you put the wrong secret word?
You failed.
That wouldn't be very good. I don't think you'll be able to.
We
enter
ban
again.
you from Twitch for life, right?
So where is my? I thought I had a game here. Where? Is it gone? Where did it go?
You might have closed
Oh, there it is.
There
That's
we go.
weird. It's not in my. It's not down here. Oh, I don't know why. All right, so we are back with more.
So my best friend is
There's
out of
it.
prison and she doesn't even
Catalyst.
come to visit?
So we played some of this last week, and we at the end of the podcast, if you remember, we successfully
Better now
overclocked
that you're out, and it just so happens
to
that I
like
could
2
also use
gigahertz or
your help.
something, just to see what it could
Yeah.
get to.
Yeah, I heard.
But funny
I
story.
see that geezer can wait.
Actually,
Your choice.
although it looks like
Check
this
your
is the
map for
same
where to
card in
find
here,
it.
it is actually a different card. Because the card. Where am I supposed to go here? The card. Oh, there we go.
Is behind us.
The card that was in here last week,
He's one of the few things
I had to use it for something else, so I took it out. And today I just added a brand new one in here. So that means we can have fun again
Right.
to see what this card maxes out. I just did a really quick overclock to like around 2 gigahertz. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to what I'm doing here. Seems like my FOV is not right. My FOV. So we're running it on a 1080. This is the superclock card. Obviously with a small overclock here. But should be able to do more. So the 1080 superclock is essentially the same as Founders.
Oh.
I don't even know where I'm going. It's the same as Founders, same PCB, very similar PCB, and so the biggest benefit here is the cooling that you get
Right.
on it. So I'm supposed to go there. Okay. Somebody said I'm the best
Nice.
overclocker. I think that's Kingpin.
Yeah, that's Vince for sure.
Oops.
Which we didn't really get into Vince's overclocking stuff
Yeah,
at
that's right.
Computex. We could have talked about that. So Vince had a really cool thing where it was like a joystick gamepad for like fighting
It was
titles.
it was a Mortal Kombat
Mortal Kombat fight stick pad.
Yeah.
And he was using it to drop certain amounts of LN2. And it was just really cool. It's a really neat idea.
Somebody said, is the Founders prone to thermal throttling? Not necessarily. I mean, if you do, so you do want to keep the cards below your temperature target. Of course, you can increase your temperature target, like we
Right.
did on this card, where you
Yeah.
increase it to 92 degrees Celsius. But it is true that the lower
Easy there.
temperature your card
Leave
is,
my door
typically
alone.
the higher average frame rate or
Patience
higher
never
average
was your
clock
virtue,
you will
Faith.
run with it.
Thought you were taking a nap. Isn't that what old people do?
Careful with that mouth, girl.
And so we're running this on hyper settings,
And I can imagine which one.
which is
Back in the day, I ran into
Apparently, there's no. I love how they keep changing settings. Like there's nightmare, hyper.
Yeah. I thought Ultra was.
I
the
thought
highest.
Ultra was the top.
And now,
March route is not always the best one. You only need to reach the goal in the shortest time possible. The way you take doesn't
so my
matter.
goal is to run as fast as possible here, I guess. All right, we are gonna run. Oh, did I do that right? I don't think so.
I think you're supposed to get control.
It's better. By the way, if you guys have any questions, put them in the chat. We'll try to answer as many as we can, if we can answer them, of course. So we talked a little bit about this last week, but on this hyper setting, it actually uses like over 7 gigabytes of the available
Video memory,
on this
right.
card. Am I winning?
Does the FTW added 8-pin improve overclocking? The
In some cases,
Yeah.
yes.
The
So-
increased power phases really are added stability for higher power and voltage targets that you're going to be setting. Obviously, the stabler the power, the stabler the overclock. I don't know if you guys know much about voltage frequencies and if they change or not, but when you're overclocking a card and the chip's requiring a specific static voltage and power target, it's really detrimental even to change it by 5 millivolts. So that's what the FTW will add for your overclocking.
Somebody asked if they got the Supernova G2. Does it qualify for the free game? Yes, but it needs to have been purchased after a specific date, which is on the website.
Yep.
Yeah, so in some cases, the extra 8-pin can help. In situations where you're limited by power, it will certainly help to deliver a more stable overclock. Obviously, if you're limited by thermals or some other reason, then it may not help as much. So there's a lot of variables there that depend. But in general, yes, it
There
does
are more
help.
Kasich patrols lately, and they look like they mean business too, not the usual goons.
Well, voltage ripple would be handled more by the VRMs on the card, but in theory, the meta of that would be the power phases. So it is true that, in theory, it should help with that.
Does EVJ play Doom on Steam? Yes, I beat it actually. Have you finished it yet?
Yes. I'm really into
Oh my
the
God,
snap
that
map
end boss
stuff
was
right
so
now.
hard. Spoiler alert, but it was tough. Took me a long time to finish the last boss. I won't spoil it. Oops. Didn't I do it right?
Does Mirror's Edge Catalyst have a free play mode where you can just run around? I'm not
don't
sure
really
about
know.
that.
I'm not really sure.
Just pull
Or
another
we just took a memory card out.
Yep.
This will make a difference, I promise you. By the way,
EVGA
did you talk to
DDR3, is
Toby
that
yet?
discontinued
Rumor
from
has it you
Micro
own a
Center?
lot of script for
Nope.
what you
Nope,
did.
not discontinued.
Not yet.
Well, I'm sure you can work something out. And if not, I'll come with you when you go into exile. We'll own the Grey Land.
She's really angry at doors.
Yeah.
Eyes on a possible breacher. We might need backup. You're where?
Jeez.
What's it?
Oh, they just hugged.
Breacher in our area control. Pacified.
You kicked him so hard he hugged him.
We're on control.
What's the difference between X99 FTW and FTWK? Actually, that's a really good question we didn't even cover. So FTWK is the latest version of our X99 motherboard, which has support for the killer networking controller, which is the main benefit on this one
Right.
compared to the other one.
Full length M.2 M key.
There are some additional benefits, like it does have USB 3.1, which the
Right, and
didn't.
USB-C.
Finally, Max. Have your back.
Oh, they hugged
Oh,
it.
they hugged again.
Pacified. Pacification. Control, we have a breacher in our AO.
Get him. Oh man, slide back. That's pretty cool. Favorite game announced at E3 is by far going to be Dishonored 2. I mean, announced at E3? I guess it's not. That wasn't really announced at E3.
It was.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was known for a long time.
My favorite, the most interesting game that was talked about at E3 to me was Dishonored 2.
But you know, it's actually kind of rare for games to be actually announced at E3 anymore.
right.
Like,
Yes, it
for
is.
example, Watch Dogs 2 was announced like shortly before E3, and then Dishonored 2, we've known for a while that it's coming, so...
The Killer Nick definitely does something. It prioritizes certain packets for your game file, so it actually allows you for lower latency. It's pretty proven. They also have a software app where you can select specific programs to have packet priority, which is pretty cool.
Ooh, can I get him off?
Tentative release date for the 1080 classified in FTW. The FTW has already been released. We're just catching up on pre-orders right now.
You're okay.
We're looking to have more and more stock in the coming weeks.
Thank you so much.
I saw that, Faith.
Classified right now,
You just helped
we
that
don't have an
Locust know
ETA
it.
at the very moment.
Yeah. She takes after her parents. You say that like it's a bad thing. Keep looking for those
Can you do
relay
a
boxes
step up
around
with
the
the
city,
one
Faith.
1070?
It'll really help the
I
outcast.
mean, like if you want a 1070.
Okay, now we
You
need that first
cannot.
sample of chips delivered.
I think you need to have a valid invoice, right?
Yeah, because there'd be nothing to gauge what you paid for it. That's how the step up
Yeah,
works.
right. Because the step up, basically, we look at the price that you paid, and since you won a 1070, you didn't pay anything for it, so therefore,
Yeah.
you
You,
pay
you,
the
could,
full
you could
price.
send it in to pay full price. Jacob, a lot of people want to see if you can kick someone off the edge of the building, so
Okay.
next time you
All
get
right.
to
I need to do
combat.
Yes. I also would like to know that. I have actually not played very much of. This is about the farthest I've gotten so far. I do like the Mirror's Edge a lot, actually, the franchise, but
Yeah.
I've just been really busy and haven't had a chance to play a lot more of it. But
A lot of people talking about For Honor. I'm gonna have to look at that later today. I didn't catch up on all the news.
so I want to do an upgrade. How do I do that?
Upgrade
there's-
run speed.
There's a way to do it somewhere on here. I don't remember. I thought it was tab, no? Nope. Oh well. There's some. Oh, here we go. So there's a way that you can do like a movement.
What are you trying to upgrade? Skill roll. That's pretty cool.
This one, yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that's right.
What's this? Coil. Fastest way to clear small objects.
See, here's another one. Sea of Thieves. I didn't even hear about that title.
Oh, I saw that. It's like a pirate simulator.
That's pretty cool.
And you,
No one's done a pirate game quite perfect yet. Like, wasn't there Sacred 3 or was it 2 that did the pirate title? Can't really remember, but that was pretty cool.
yeah, you have like, I mean, you have like ships and like,
Yeah.
it's pretty cool.
Death Standing, yeah. Stranded. Isn't that what it is? Stranding? I don't know. Yeah, the Kojima title. That was interesting to see.
Where's the dead drop?
Slight change of plans. They want to use another dead drop nearby, and there's a bunch of KSEC patrols between you and there. Probably responding to the commotion from before.
Yeah, that's true. Sid Meier's Pirates was
Stay
really
focused
good.
all the way to the
That
drop.
was a great
If you
game.
stop
Actually,
or
I
make
might
too many
reinstall that.
mistakes,
Oh my
you'll
gosh,
make
what
it.
just happened?
You killed yourself.
Whoops.
Oh well.
Did you play a lot of the Doom multiplayer?
Oh yeah,
Stay focused all the
I
way to the drop.
prestiged in
If
it.
you stop or make
Really?
too many mistakes,
Yeah,
you won't
best
make it.
combo is double shotguns or a chain gun shotgun. Chain gun just rips kids. That's a really great gun in
Careful
that
you
game.
don't stumble.
They're
Don't
looking
let
to
them
do
catch
some
you.
improvements with that as well. Capture the flag game mode is missing, so that would be fun.
Time to overclock to a new record.
We don't want to overclock without announcing the winners yet.
Yeah, because like
We don't know what will happen.
we don't know if anything could happen. I forgot exactly when I'm supposed to do it.
Oh
Okay, I
boy,
remember.
he was bummed.
Here you just have to run fast.
CASEC will be stored
No
tomorrow.
single slot Pascal GPU cards yet. Not sure if those are coming or not.
Run like the wind.
Are you playing with motion blur on
Careful you
currently?
don't stumble. Don't let them catch you.
I think so.
Jacob probably just maxed the slider to what are they calling it now? Hyper?
It might be the post. Oh, yeah, motion blur. On hyper settings. And then actually, yeah, you're right. Like Doom has like the nightmare setting.
Yeah. There's other stuff
It's
too.
kind of funny because a lot of times you don't know if you're actually like maxed out or not.
Stay
You know?
focused all the way to the drop.
Because like for
Stop or
example,
make too many
Doom, even
mistakes,
if you
you
set
won't
the
make it.
ultra setting, it won't change 2 of the settings to nightmare. You have to
Right.
go in.
You have to go in and manually set
do
them.
it.
How long would the GTX 1080 last if it isn't overclocked? There's actually no evidence that overclocking your card would increase the mean time before failure on the card.
Yeah, I mean either way.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, the card will last a very long time. Oh
Watch your step.
jeez. Oops.
Mission failed, you're fine.
I have to like be there in a certain time or something. I don't know.
Right. Single slot cards are really cool. They're just not exactly practical in most cases. I mean,
I mean, if you put a
the
water block
Kingpin
on
cards
it,
have been single slot traditionally, which is cool.
if you put a water block on it, yeah.
Yeah,
it's okay,
definitely.
But for like an air cooler, or, even Pascal is like really power efficient.
Right.
I mean, you can just get so much more cooling performance when you go to dual slot.
Oh, that CASEC will be stored tomorrow.
That extra slot really makes a very big difference.
Yeah. Kick him out the building.
All right, here's where I keep missing.
Nice. That was cool.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
You got good flow. Keep it up.
How did
Do
I
we have
not-
any info on the
Yo,
FTW 1070? So I know it's on the site currently. The specs have been revealed.
Nothing except that it's coming. There's
Yeah.
specs available
With
for
all
it.
the trouble.
More than worth
Where'd
it.
those guys go
You
that I
helped a
just
lot of
kicked?
people today,
I
Faith.
don't know.
Talk more
bailed.
soon. I like using the conglomerate's tools against it. The billboards are perfect for that.
She hates these
Hacking a
guys.
billboard sends a clear message to the employees. It's enough if only one of them opens their eyes because of what we show them. Alright, Faith.
Closed water loops are really, honestly, they're becoming more and more popular. I feel like the implementation of them is getting better year by year. I don't see a problem with them whatsoever.
No, I mean like our hybrid.
Yeah,
If you look at like
really
the,
well received. It works great.
Yeah, I mean it keeps the card at like
Yeah, 50.
50 degrees
Yeah.
Celsius under full load. I mean, it's just like such a huge improvement.
Runner,
So-
I have a job for you.
Those loop coolers are pretty cost effective and actually pretty efficient as well. Oops. I always forget to press control. Did I make a wrong
Is
turn
it
somewhere?
possible to break your card when attempting to overclock? Not quite. You can, I mean, you could obviously crash your driver. You might have to even restart. You could lose your device ID in the device manager on very rare occasions, but a simple restart would reset that.
Yeah, it's very rare to
Yeah.
see that. I mean, if you're doing like voltage modifications or like crazy cooling like liquid
Yeah.
nitrogen, yeah, that something like that may be possible, obviously, but for just like air cooling of the reference card and overclocking, I mean, it's
Pretty full.
there's a lot of protections
yeah, a lot
built
of
into the
protections
card
built in.
to prevent that. So,
Boom. Thanks. That's exactly what I did.
all right, so dang, it's 34.
Yep.
This is a long podcast. All right, so
We had Ricardo.
I think we will give just a couple more minutes here. So if you haven't entered,
Go ahead and do so. EVGA.com/podcast/live giveaway. Secret word is FTWK. All one
Yep.
word. No hyphen, no dash, no space.
and we will give it away, the prizes, and then we will overclock.
Adamantium Labs is one of
until
the taller
the
buildings.
card.
I don't personally have a testimonial on the new Mirror's Edge. I have seen a lot of people playing it on Twitch, which is always a good sign when a game, you know, is holding a lot of streamers. You do have to be in Twitch or YouTube chat to win when we announce.
Yep, that is the rule.
You need to make your way to the agricultural division at Elysium. Use the
I want to try
shotgun
to
on the
kick somebody
terminal
off.
there, and
Where's
then
somebody
get
that I can
out.
kick?
Jacob is Bay, confirmed.
Can I kick somebody off?
We haven't gotten the chance yet.
I know. This before we give it away, before I overclock my card until it breaks, I want to not break so until it doesn't overclock any further.
I don't think so. Be careful.
I want to kick somebody off.
Not her specialty, is it being careful? Do your part and let Faith do hers.
When the 1080 hybrids are released, they will be available at authorized retailers. Pascal widely available. You know, there is so much demand right now that the supply is limited. You think it's limited, but we've had so many come in for shipment lately. It's just the demand is so crucial right now. Obviously, just like how it was with the 980 Ti as well when that first came out, it's going to be probably another month before you're starting to see wide availability across all the retailers.
I hope so.
Yeah, and I would like to also say that, you know, it's more so the extreme demand rather than the limited availability. Like, you know, like that picture that we looked at earlier. I mean, that's
Yeah, exactly.
pretty much a daily thing of,
Yeah.
of those cards going out. But, you know, there's just a lot of demand right now.
Are we able to
Makes
adjust?
sense. It's a great
Yeah,
card.
it's a great card. Are we able to adjust people's entries into the secret code? I didn't think
Why?
we were
I don't
able
think
to.
so.
Yeah.
Did somebody put the wrong code in?
Yeah, they put FTW instead of FTWK.
This looks like NVIDIA green.
Yeah, it definitely does look like that.
Is this the NVIDIA office?
We're sneaking up on Jensen to learn about new Pascal GPU models.
Alright, well, I don't think I'm going to get the chance to kick somebody off the ledge because I'm
Right.
not even outside right now. But,
Yeah.
but I am determined to solve this mystery, so I will continue to try to find somebody.
Once you find the elevators, you can climb one of the shafts.
So,
or
I think that's...
cards up.
Yeah.
I think that'll do it for...
We'll kick someone off the ledge next week.
We'll do it next week. So, alright, so now we can pick some winners. Let's see here. See if I remember how to do this. Alright. Here. Here. Alright, so
What do you want to pick? What's this one? What
let's
are we
start-
giving away
Let's
first?
start with the mouse.
Okay.
Alright, so we have a list of everyone who has entered here. There it is. It's a lot this time. Alright, so this is for the mouse. X3 mouse. Alright, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Alright,
Let's do
click
it.
of a button. Bam. Alright, before we announce, let's make sure they're there. So this person is on Twitch. And starts with an R. Oh, there he is. Yep.
All right.
Alright, so the winner of the X3 mouse is
Rico
Rico MD. Rico_MD. Congratulations. You have won an EVGA X3 gaming mouse. We will be contacting you directly to ship it out.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, now it is time.
Here we go.
X99 FTWK.
Right in time for Broadwell E as well.
Right in time. And actually, this is Broadwell E ready out of the box.
Yep.
You don't even need to flash BIOS on this particular model. Okay, you ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Alright, there we go.
Everyone's like, Ricardo wins. Rico MD.
You know what? You might be right.
That's funny.
All right, first, let's see if he's in here. Yep. All right,
Henrizzle.
Henrizzle.
Henrizzle, congratulations.
Henrizzle is the winner of the EVGA X99 FTWK. So there you go.
Now you get to spend money to build this.
Now you get to buy a DDR4
Yep.
and a new CPU.
Yep. It's worth it.
So thank you guys, everyone, for tuning in again. Again, we do this every Friday, usually every Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Usually it's only an hour. Today
We went
is
long today, VIP guest.
we had a VIP guest, so it went a little long today. But thank you guys for hanging out and tuning in. And now it is time for my prize, which is to see how far this card can go.
My price.
So
You gonna drop the memory back to 0?
Nah.
Or are you just gonna go for it?
we'll just go for it. So there we are, 1999 megahertz. Seems okay.
We might even get to kick someone off a building right now. Double prize, who knows?
Could happen. Oops. All right, so that looks
Alright.
pretty good. 90.
2012.
2012 megahertz. We're doing good.
No, right now we're using a 1080 superclock in the system.
Yep. With the ACX 3.0. Wow.
Well, we didn't crash, that's good.
I didn't crash, but I died. All right. Actually, let's do this.
2134, that's a good one. Increasing voltage beyond specifications set by the graphics card vendor.
They actually can't see that pop-up box. Yes, we want to increase our voltages. All right, so we bumped our voltage a little bit up, 1093. So let's go. You know, by doing that, my clock automatically just jumped up.
Interesting.
100 megahertz. Oh, I think that's where it's
That's
going
it.
Oh, it actually tried to go to 2062.
Yep. Say yes if you can hear us in chat.
The weekly overclocking podcast. Are we still? I think we're still okay.
I don't know. Maybe.
I didn't. Yeah, you're right. I didn't max the fan out. Oops. Can I recover it? I don't think so.
That game won't be. They can hear us. So yeah.
All right.
All right, guys.
I think the other card went a little bit higher, but
Yeah.
that one was doing like 2100. But not bad actually. Like 20.
Yeah.
What did it do? 2040 or something?
Yeah. Also, I personally like memory overclocks a little more. They seem to be, especially on the higher end cards. I mean, you're already getting enough off the chip. It's really, it really comes down to the memory at that point. Sometimes you can squeeze way more FPS out of
So
the
that's
memory.
it. Next week
We'll go for memory.
we will not touch the GP. We will just see what our memory can do. Yeah?
GDR5X has been received very well, so that's great.
Yep.
All right, everyone.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys. Let's see if I can actually do something here to put it back. All right. So thanks, guys. And actually, wait. I totally forgot. We have one more code here. Secret word is D. Secret letter is D. I don't have a delete key. There we go. All right. So redeem that on Steam. Thanks again, guys. See you next time.